Stop 4. The Renovations of the 1840s. In 1840, a fire engulfed the entire church interior. Flames destroyed everything inside, but the walls stayed intact, an unexpected blessing for Pastor Shipe. Before the fire, the church's interior had been very plain. Under Shipe's efforts, the church was renovated. A balcony was added to accommodate the congregation's servants since, at the time, the pews downstairs were completely full during service. Notice how the balcony covers the tops of 2 of the stained glass windows at the front of the sanctuary? This shows the balcony was a last-minute addition. No self-respecting architect would ever cover the arches of their windows purposefully. As you make your way down the aisle, you'll notice that the pews have what appear to be wooden kneelers. These wooden structures are not kneelers, rather they were used to warm churchgoers' feet in the winter. Bricks would be heated up in the stove at the back of the sanctuary, and then placed beneath the wood for the congregation to keep warm. The small doors you see at the end of each pew kept the warmth inside. How did churchgoers stay cool during the hot Baltimore summers? In the months of July and August, Zion would not hold services, especially as the heat caused concern for the spread of disease. Instead, outdoor services would be held on members' wooded properties, often followed by a picnic. The pews in the front of the sanctuary each have a number and a nameplate. This wasn't a decoration, people actually rented pews. Going to church was a social event, so renting a front row seat showed status and ensured you would not be stuck in the back if you arrived late. The church no longer rents pews out, but the nameplates are kept as historical artifacts. Shipe also introduced the organ to Zion. Turn your attention to the center of the balcony in the back of the sanctuary. German congregations loved singing, though traditional Lutheran churches disliked some of the secular cultural songs that Shipe's group chose to sing. In other churches, the altar is often the center of attention, but Shipe focused more on sermons as worship of God's Word and built a large pulpit at the front of the sanctuary. Shipe would often give long sermons, some lasting 3 hours. Most churches at the time started offering Sunday school for the children of the church, so that children would not have to sit still for lengthy sermons. However, Shipe did not subscribe to the idea of Sunday school, believing that families who pray together would stay together. Pastor Shipe believed education should be available to all, not just the wealthy. He wrote letters urging the Maryland General Assembly to improve access to education. Shipe even built a school right where the church parking lot is now. He insisted that the school should teach German and English to preserve heritage while preparing children for life in America. Interestingly, Shipe was also friends with Samuel Morse, the inventor of Morse code and the telegraph. The first long-distance telegraph line ran between Washington, D.C. and Baltimore, but Morse's very first telegraph was sent between the Zion Church and Shipe's school.